The disappearance of Flight MH370 remains one of aviation's greatest mysteries, a puzzle that has captivated the world since that fateful night in March 2014. On board were 239 souls, each with their own stories, hopes, and dreams, all of whom vanished without a trace. As the aircraft took off from Kuala Lumpur, bound for Beijing, it seemed like any other flight, but within minutes, it deviated from its planned route, disappearing from radar screens and into the annals of uncertainty. On March 8, 2014, a routine flight turned into one of the greatest aviation mysteries of all time. Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 took off from Kuala Lumpur, bound for Beijing, carrying 239 passengers and crew. But within hours, it vanished, without a trace. What happened that night? Where did the plane go? And why, after years of investigation, do we still not have clear answers? This is the mysterious disappearance of Flight MH370, the final moments. At 12:42 a.m., MH370 departed from Kuala Lumpur International Airport. The flight was smooth, and everything seemed normal. At 1:19 a.m., the last words from the cockpit were heard. "Good night, Malaysian 370. Moments later, the aircraft's transponder stopped sending signals. Military radar tracked the plane, making an unexpected turn westward, away from its planned route. Soon after, all communication was lost. From that point on, MH370 vanished into the night. The search begins. As morning arrived and the flight failed to land in Beijing, panic set in. Search teams were deployed. Initial efforts focused on the South China Sea, but no wreckage was found. Then, shocking new data came to light. Satellite signals, so-called handshakes, showed that MH370 continued flying for nearly 7 hours after its last radar contact. Instead of heading toward Beijing, the plane had traveled deep into the southern Indian Ocean. For months, ships and aircraft scoured the vast waters, but nothing was found. The lack of wreckage only deepened the mystery. Theories and speculations. What caused MH370 to disappear? Theories range from mechanical failure to pilot suicide, even hijacking or cyber attacks. One of the most debated theories suggests that Captain Zahari Ahmad Shah deliberately changed course and flew the plane into the ocean in a controlled descent. However, no concrete evidence supports this claim. Others believe the aircraft was hijacked and secretly landed somewhere, but with no ransom demands or credible sightings, this idea remains unlikely. A more technical explanation points to hypoxia, a loss of cabin pressure that may have incapacitated the crew, leaving the plane to fly on autopilot until it ran out of fuel. Yet, after a decade, no definitive answer has emerged. The discovery of debris. In 2015 and 2016, pieces of MH370 finally began washing up on distant shores: Madagascar, Mozambique, and Réunion Island. These fragments, including a wing flaperon, confirmed that the aircraft crashed into the Indian Ocean. But the biggest questions remain. Where exactly did MH370 go down? And why? Despite one of the largest and most expensive search operations in history, the main wreckage, especially the black box, has never been recovered. Without it, the fate of MH370 remains a haunting mystery. 10 years later, Flight MH370 still holds its secrets. Families of the victims continue to seek answers, while investigators and experts remain baffled. New technologies may one day uncover the plane's final resting place. Until then, MH370 remains one of the most perplexing aviation mysteries of our time. What do you think happened? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more intriguing mysteries.